Well, we try to preserve as much of Shelby County history as we possibly can. As much of county history specifically as we possibly can. Legal documents, artifacts, portraits, family records, family lineages, everything you can think of, we want to have when it comes to Shelby County.
This building was constructed in 1854, and it served as the Shelby County Courthouse up until about 1906 when the new building was built down the street. It still stands today. You know, it's very close by. And once the new courthouse was built down the street, this building was converted into a boarding house where, and by the 1960s, it was Columbiana City Hall where people would come and register for the draft during the Vietnam War and such.
Unfortunately, by the 1970s, it was really on its way out. And the city of Columbiana was really all set to demolish it. It's just, you know, a relic whose functions it had long been overtaken by other buildings. People didn't think that they needed it anymore. But the Shelby County Historical Society, you know, we stepped in. You know, Kenneth Penhale stepped in. The original founding generation of the society stepped in. And we saved the building from demolition by one vote. If it hadn't been for them, you know, this building wouldn't be standing. And a lot of what we call history, like those old records we have in the vaults, a lot of what we call history would be just gone. We want to show that normal history from humble people, from small people, that normal everyday history matters just as much as the momentous events. And people back then, they didn't realize that their lives were going to become history either, but they did, and they matter for that reason, because they weren't the people who were necessarily in, you know, state government or federal government or Congress people or presidents. They were just normal people living their lives. And we want to preserve that because we want to remember them the way we want to be remembered, you know, 50, 100 years from now.